Hey guys, Bill here. How we doing today? Well, I'm back. More riveting content. Or just more stuff. Today, I've got something going on. I've got a bench seat that needs to be reupholstered. And I thought, well, let's see if we can get this done. And it's out of a 19, I want to say 65 or 66 Chevy C10. And it belongs to my cousin. He wants to reupholster it, so he asked me if I could do it for him, and I'm like, well, I suppose I could. Why not? So let me show you what we're working with here. So turn you around and go in here, and here it is in all its glory. You might not be able to see it. Let me turn it around so you can see it a little better. You can take it in a little better. Hold on. So it's pretty rough. Somebody has built a cover for it at some point. Unfortunately, this cover, it's not very good, so I'm going to have to completely pattern a new cover. And looks like we're going to have some foam repair right here. Hopefully there's no broken springs. I noticed right here, I pulled this back and there is a coil spring in there, and that is not original. So usually when people do that, that means there's a lot of times that'll be a broken spring on the side here. I won't know till I get it tore apart. So I think I'll go ahead and tear it apart. I got to go through and pull a whole bunch of hog rings, and there's no reason, you know, that's just a messy job, and it's a pain. So, you know, I'll pull the back off of it here, and I'll go around and we'll get it tore apart then I'll bring you back after I've got all the hog rings out of it. And we'll man, freaking leaf blowers. But anyway, I'll bring you back after this is all stripped down, so stick around. All right, guys, so here we are. We got the cover off of it, and somebody glued like a piece of 1-inch foam over the top of this. I guess probably to make it, I don't know, to build it up some more, I guess. But let's pull this off, pull this foam off of here. You know, I'm going to try and save this foam. I think I can. I think I can just repair this corner here, or this side. Get rid of this top layer of foam. And this side's not bad. It's actually not too bad, other than this crap right here, which I can fix that, I think. So we'll pull this off of here. Look at the springs here. All right, so this is what I was concerned about. Right here, you can see we got a broken spring right here. That'll have to be fixed. And over here on this side, I'm not really seeing, well, I I think what happened is there must have been a broken one. Right here it is, yep. Right. Yeah, we'll have to address that. Because this here, well, you see somebody put a coil in here to try and repair this side. And, well, that's broken. I'm going to try, so what I'll try and do is I will try to bend. I have some spring material. And I will try to bend a new spring up to go in there. And all this down here is good. Yeah, so I'll have to replace this one, which, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, just leave that in there for now. And like I said, I've got some spring material. I'll just have to bend it up. So. And get this mess out of here and duplicate that side over there and build one for this side, because yeah, right there's the old broken spring right there. Yeah, that doesn't. So anyway, let's we'll get this all vacuumed up, cleaned up, and we'll get this in there on the bench and see what we got to do to fix the springs. So stick around. All right, guys, I got my seat springs fixed. I had 3 broken springs. I had one right here, and this one here on both sides. So what I did to fix it, well, in fact, these are the broken ones here. This one, that one I actually welded back together so I could get a pattern. And this one here was stuck in there as an old repair, which that one wasn't even supposed to be there. But what I did, I used this one here as a pattern. I had some spring steel that is actually the same diameter as this, and that's what this is for. It's to repair springs. I think they call this edge wire or something like that. But anyway, I just sit down and I set you here and I'll show you what I did. So I just sat down with a long piece of this edge wire, and I just went around and I copied this, all the bends, and what I used to bend them with. I didn't, you don't want to put heat on you because it is spring steel. Well, it won't be spring steel if you heat it up. So what I did is I figured I could use 2 pair of channel locks, and if you can take channel locks and just put pressure on it. Whoops, well, you got to hold it, of course, and it's kind of tricky, it's not easy to do, but you can actually bend it, so just like that. And that's what I did with these. And so anyway, now it's pretty good. I mean, that's solid. This is solid here. I think this seat will be good for a long time. I had, you know, I used the clamps for the springs to hold the springs together, which I had some of those. And those things, I just squeeze those together with channel locks. And it works just fine. Anyway, that's that. Let's get this out there. We'll get the foam put back on it, and we will figure out what we need to do. I'm probably going to put some burlap across the bottom if I've got some. I don't know if I have any. If not, I've got some vinyl. I can put a piece of vinyl across the bottom, and that'll work just fine. So let's take it out there and do this. I got my seat cushion up here. I think the first thing I need to do is get rid of this foam that somebody put on here. See if we can get that off of here. I'll tell you, tearing these seats apart is not it's not the most glamorous thing, that's for sure. They can be kind of nasty. All right, there's that. Man, that thing's just covered with dirt. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this truck that this seat came out of spent a lot of time on a farm. With all the nastiness, just the dirt in it. But anyway, let's see what we can do over here. Most of it looks pretty good. It's this right here that's not so much. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to see what I've got for foam, and I'll just cut this across here, and yeah, maybe go all the way around, like right, yeah, we'll see. I'm thinking I'll cut it right across here. All right, I found a couple pieces of foam. I think these will be good. Let's we'll just start carving this thing up and see. I just well, that'll work for that. This one here, I guess. You know, let's scrap this thing. I got a better saw over there. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to lay this one in here, and we will cut this one right here, a pattern right out like that to lay on here, and we'll glue it all together here. So we'll figure out how much we need. Okay. Actually, we probably could get by with, yeah, we'll just do that. We'll go ahead and cut this down to here and across here, and this one here is thick enough to where it would lay in there probably just about right. So it's okay, that's going to be there. and I will lay this on here just like that. I'll mark around this, I'll cut that out, and then that'll set right in here, and that should give us just about what we need. And then I can just shape it. Okay, so what we'll do with this is we will set this in the frame and we'll trim it accordingly. And this here is just a tiny bit higher right here than here, but I might be able to, I'll probably just lay a little bit of, well, to start with, the upholstery will have 1/2 inch foam on it, and I think that would probably be fine. I could probably put some Dacron or something in there to kind of take up the difference, but I think it'll work out. Whatever I do, it'll work out. All right, let's move inside here with this. All right, guys, so I got, well, the foam is glued on. I got the cushion back into the seat frame. I got that's upside down here, and so I need to mark it where I need to trim it from. So what I do is I'll go over to the good side and see where this hits at, and then come back over here. So grab me a Sharpie. And that looks like it's, we're probably like a 1/2 inch off those springs. So It's pretty much even with the frame here. So I'll probably what I should do is just get a straight edge, and then from here we come around just about like so, I believe. We'll look over here. Yeah. So that's going to be a little bit more of a curve here. Just about like that. So I'll get a straight edge, make me a straight line, and run that around there, and that'll be where I cut it. So I think I want to probably cut it at an angle. Yeah, let me look at this one over here. See. Yeah, that's pretty much straight. So okay, we'll mark that and get it cut. All right, guys, let me show you what I've been doing. So I took my saw and I got it close. And so what I do is I can, there's a couple of ways you can smooth out this section here. There's a couple of ways you can smooth this out, but one way to do it, and you have a little more control over it, is just a typical cheese grater, and some guys will take and cut this and just nail it to a block of wood, because this works really well for trimming foam. You just, just like so, and you can get a nice rounded corners, and so that works really well. You can use a sander. There's lots of different ways to do it, and I do it. I've done it all different ways. So, but I think I'm pretty close right here, and so it's not perfect, but like I'm going to have foam over. There'll be 1/2 inch sew foam on it, on the material, and this is good. If you can look really close, and this is just a tiny bit higher, not even probably 1/16 of an inch. It has a little more of a arch to it, but when you pull that tight, you'll never notice it when you pull that material tight. And I think I'm pretty much there. I got these little pieces here to clean up. Again, I'll just and so with this, this only works pulling it. You try to push it, it doesn't work. So you just gotta yeah, I think that's pretty good. All right, guys, so I got my foam repair done. I had a little dip right in here, so I just laid some 1/2 inch over it and sanded it down. So she's good now. It feels good. It's it has the right shape, it's the right width. It's so that's going to be good to go. So now what I need to do is we'll remove our foam, move our foam, and I need to lay some burlap down in here. I kind of touched up the frame. I wasn't real concerned. I just hit it with some spray can. Just kind of touched. I mean, I didn't go crazy with it. I just, it is what it is. It's all going to be covered. So there was a couple of spots that I just hit with a wire wheel, and that was about it. So, but anyway, let's we'll put some burlap over this. So I'll double up the burlap, and we want to go all the way over to the top of these springs and then pull it down in here like so. That just kind of helps to keep the springs from cutting into the the foam. And I'll just hog ring the burlap on, and we'll get you set up here, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. Okay, so just got hog rings. They're nothing. I'm sure you've seen those before. I think I got those off Amazon, or I'm not exactly sure where they came from, but so where we'll start. So I'm thinking I'll double up the burlap here, and we'll go all the way over the end of it here. And we want to do double. You want it fairly tight, but for the most part, you just want it to cover the springs. That's the whole purpose of it. If you can get it tight, that's a plus. Then after we get this put on here, we'll go around and trim it. Okay. So all right, I think we'll do that on the front too, because now that front's kind of pulled up a little bit. And this will be good to go. All right, that's the front of the seat. So this, you know, this doing the burlap over the front, I mean, it's probably overkill, but that's okay. That's and it pulled that cushion down tight into the frame. You know, my patterning will be closer that way. You know, it's an extra step. It doesn't have to be done, but that's what I do. Well, it's the first time I've done it, but I got to thinking, you know, and I've had issues with patterning before. I'm hoping this will help. If not, then I won't do it again, you know, but it looks good at this point, so I'm happy with that. All right, let's get the back set up here. We'll get that ready. We'll get some foam put on that. We'll get that ready to start marking our pattern out. Probably won't show you putting the burlap on. I already showed you on the other one, but there's another step I want to do on the back that I will show you, so hang tight. There's another, the next step on this one here. It's carpet jute underlayment. It's 1/2 inch thick, just a little extra. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and glue this down. Let's get it centered here. We won't put a lot of glue on. Well, you know what? We'll just hog ring it. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Then we'll put 1-inch foam over the top of this. And that'll be a good base for our back. Let's just let's flip it over. So I think we'll just go ahead and just hog ring it to the springs. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll put hog rings down on this end. Well, you can't see, but pretty much what I want to do, I want to give it a roll at the top around the edge up here. So when you put the material over it, it's not got any weird spots in it. So now let's go down on the other end and see if we can pull that tight. All right, we'll roll this back over and see how it looks. Yep, this will work. So I'll turn you guys off and I'll get this all put on here, and then we'll come back when we start to do the foam. This is our foam. It's 1 inch thick, and it's kind of a medium density, I guess. It's not real soft, but it's not real firm either. I think, but it's what I had. I use the same thing in my truck out there, so on the back. So I don't think you really want a real stiff or real firm foam on the backrest. I think, yeah, this will be just fine. I think I'll just put a little glue on it just to hold it. Looks like I'm out of glue, but I think I made it just right. So, all right, here's the seat all put together with the cushions. I got my center line here. When I make my pattern, I'll work off that center line. I realized I wasn't recording when I did this here, or explained why I did this. The burlap on the front, on the back, and under here. And the reason I did that is because to help me with my patterning, I was thinking if I pull this down tight where it would be with the cover on it, then it would take out that equation of the cushion being not pulled down all the way, and I'm hoping that'll help with my patterning. I've struggled with patterns in the past on other seats, and I'm trying to come up with something that works for me. You know, there's a lot of guys out there that are upholstery guys, and you know, I've seen them, they'll just lay the material on here and pull it up and mark it and blah blah blah. And well, you know, I've only been doing this a couple of years and I haven't done a whole lot of it. You know, these guys that have been doing it for 40 years, okay, I can see where they can do that. It's just second nature to them. Well, it's not second nature to me. This is a hobby for me. I'm trying to figure out what works best for me. So with that being said, I think I'm going to wrap up this video right here. The next video will come back, start making a cover for it. But this is how, you know, this is a foam repair and refoaming the back and getting the seat ready to upholster. So if you guys like this, please hit like, subscribe, comment if you see something that could work better for me, or a tip that might help. So like I said, I'm just teaching myself to do this. So, you know, with the help of a few YouTube videos, but other than that, I just, you know, old dog and new tricks kind of thing. So like I said, till next time, you guys take care, and I will see you then, and we'll get in the next video, we'll get this seat done. So all right, take care, see ya.